will give you the example of Mahatma Gandhi. Because in India, railway trains have 4 classes. The air conditioned, the first class, the second class, and the third class. And the country is so poor that even to afford a third class ticket is difficult for almost half of the people of the land. Gandhi started traveling in third class. I used to have discussions with his son Ramdas, and I told him that this is simply crowding the third class. It is already too much crowded. This is not helping the poor. And you will be surprised, because Gandhi was traveling in the third class, the whole compartment was booked for him. A 60-seat compartment, where at least 80 to 90 persons would have traveled. He alone is traveling, and his biographers will write that he was so kind to the poor. He used to drink goat's milk because that is the cheapest and the poorest of people can afford it. Naturally, everybody is conditioned with the idea, immediately appreciates that what a great man he is. But you don't know about his goat. I'm a little crazy. I don't care about Mahatma Gandhi much, but I care certainly about the goat. I inquired everything about the goat, and I found that his goat was being everyday bathed with Lux Toilets soap, the food of the goat consisted in those days worth 10 rupees. 10 rupees was the salary of a school teacher for 1 month. But nobody will look into these matters. Only one woman who was a very intelligent woman in Mahatma Gandhi's circle, Sarojini Naidu. Later on, she became the governor of North India. She joked once that to keep Mahatma Gandhi poor, we have to destroy treasures. His poverty is very costly. But it worked. As a politician, he became the greatest politician because the poor people thought that this is the man who is our real representative. Because he lives like a poor man in a cottage. He drinks goat's milk. He travels in a third class. But they don't know the background, that to maintain his poverty was very costly. And the idea he got was from the Christians. He was born a Hindu, but he was born in Gujarat, which is, although is a majority Hindu state, but it is the most influenced by Jainism. Although people are not all Jainas, but Jainism has been a subtle spiritual influence all over Gujarat. And then he went to the West to study, and there he came in contact with Christian missionaries. And many times he was on the verge to be converted into Christianity. If you divide his life, he is 90% Christian, 9% Jaina, 1% Hindu. But this country has the majority of the Hindus. To influence these Hindus, he used a totally new kind of strategy, and that was to live like a poor man. His clothes, his house, his food, everything will give you an appearance of a very poor man. But if you look into everything minutely with an impartial eye, you will be surprised that everything is more costly than even the richest man living in a palace, that will be cheaper. But he succeeded in deceiving people. This is one of the curses that Christianity has brought to humanity. Other religions have helped, but Christianity is at the tops. Khalil Gibran, himself a Christian, is not befooled by that idea. But you who are strong and swift, see that you do not limp before the lame, deeming it kindness. What all your saints are doing, living like poor people. That does not help the poor people in any way. It simply burdens the poor people. In India, there are millions of monks, of Hindus, of Buddhists, of Jainas. They all live the life of the poor. The poor cannot manage his own life, and all these millions of monks who are not doing anything productive, anything creative, are sitting on the chest of the poor people of India, sucking their blood. And with great authority, because they are living like poor men. You have to worship them. You have to feed them. You have to clothe them. I once said to Ramdas, Mahatma Gandhi's son, that if it is sympathy and kindness and compassion to live like a poor man amongst the poor, then what about other things? If there are few blind people, should I live with a blindfold? Or if there are unintelligent people, and they are, the whole world is full of the unintelligent. Should I also live like the retarded, the stupid, just out of sympathy? No, this cannot be the criterion of being good, of being virtuous, of being religious. If somebody is sick, that does not mean that the doctor should come and lie down on another bed just to help the sick. everybody can see the nonsense in it. The doctor has to remain healthy so that he can help those who are sick. If he himself becomes sick out of sympathy, then who is going to help? The same is true in the inner growth of man.